You gonna scare Sandy again?
I'm powering up.
Powering up. I should
Just think
probably
I would.
fucking post the fucking link. What happened last time?
Oh, we're starting.
We
Okay.
left the Feywild,
Mm-hmm.
We did.
and then there was a octopus man from Elden Ring. You know the guy.
We received a blast from the past.
Mm-hmm. That only 2/3 of our group knows about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then a third actually knows the person in that body.
Yeah, correct. That's true. Only old heads will remember. Please. Oh God, we're going through it tonight.
No one can. The stream can't read it, so don't say it.
I wasn't gonna.
Did you know?
He's on one.
No, girl, I'll slap you.
Did you know? Octopi have two genitals known as tentacles, or genticles if you'd like.
That just sounds
For
like
more facts and trivia, call Did You Know Gaming on 1-800-8.
I did know that.
2.
Hey, Jared posted about it in some places.
For everybody who is fortunate enough to not be tortured by the horrible cursed things that our beautiful boy Sloth is posting, he's posting about octopus dick right now.
Anyway,
Yeah.
we captured this apparent body jumping necromancer slash strayed Kranz's brother, and am currently en route to Claw's family home to interrogate him.
Well, it's not his family home; it's his own place.
Oh,
It's his bachelor pad.
Okay, correction. Claw's sad apartment.
Okay. See here.
What, are you telling me it's not gonna be depressing as fuck in there? You want me to lie to the people?
It's not gonna be depressing. It's just gonna be a little slightly abandoned. Because he hasn't been there since he joined up with you guys. He's been too busy keeping up with everything.
Yeah, no, that's fair. And Rich keeps trying to push me to buy a house. Like, we're not fucking passing through dimensions and intercontinental travel and doing all kinds of crazy shit. I gotta play The Sims right now. Anyway.
Indeed. Anyway, you guys have captured this individual who introduced themselves as Bahalzul, having stolen the body of Norman Hargrave, and is apparently not only an Aglarati mage of some sort who had very close interactions with Strayed Krantz in antiquity, but is also the chief of the Goblin House of Spines, a conclave of necromantically inclined goblin folk, which has caused no shortage of consternation between you all, and would most certainly, right now, have an axe embedded in this individual's neck, were it not for his promise that he had come here not to really gloat or anything, but that he also wants to kill Strayed Krantz. And for the time being, you have decided to humor this individual, and you have locked him in the dimensional shackles.
My physical humor.
And are dragging him now to Claw's cabin.
Yeah.
However,
It's a couple days walk, right?
it is a couple days' march. So.
Oh, there's also the demon that's in the form of a crow right now as well.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
One sick gnome.
Oh. I don't have the COVID. I took the rat test. I do not have the COVID.
All right, that's Pog. That's Pog.
But the rat test for rats, so we know you're not the rat. So who
Yeah,
is?
I'm definitely not the rat.
Who is the rat?
God, it fucking feels like COVID though. Like it feels like a really bad cold, but all the body parts hurt. You know?
Aw.
Sounds like a flu.
Yeah. It does.
Just for the record, I'm also sick. Everyone's getting fucked up.
What the fuck is going on? Get it together, guys.
I don't know, man.
I'm in
issue.
fucking. I'm in peak form.
Someone sneezes at me on the train, I dodge it like fucking Tauhao.
Yeah.
Two.
I am no
it's
longer
boy.
the sexy Cabbage Patch Kid. I'm the fucking snotty Cabbage Patch Kid.
Cabbage Patch Kid being sexy is always eternal. No, actually, that sounds bad out of context. No
Yeah,
matter.
it does! We're
Here,
live!
we're fucking going through it.
Save us, man. Oh, he's
There's-
muted. Oh no.
Not
Yeah,
able
it
to
is.
join fully yet. Okay, alright. That's cool, man.
Nonetheless, you guys have a couple days of travel ahead of you to get to Claw's cabin. So, as you guys begin the hike, you have Basel tethered up to the dimensional shackles and are just kind of dragging him, probably a little aggressively, along behind you. He seems completely unperturbed by this. There is lots of humming, sing-songing, just... He is jovial about this. There is no stopping him. He is going to enjoy this in a very smug way.
I would... never mind.
Go
I was
ahead.
gonna suggest that we put him on Bellicrup so he doesn't hold us up, but Vrak
The-
would not do that.
Well, the boys are on Bellicrupt, I believe. And I'm sure he would not let the boys near him.
Yeah, well, boys have fast, stubby little legs, so they could probably keep pace with us. Better than this corpse.
Well, he keeps pace just fine.
Oh, alright.
He is... In some ways, he is, like, surprisingly more durable than when you knew him as Hargrave. Whatever magics they did, they worked.
Unsettling.
But, as you guys are trekking now through the woods, I would like somebody to roll me a d10 to see if anything is encountered along the way.
So, Vakaram Kravokiak will roll this d10 for you. Hiya, as I say.
Okay.
I
As
would
you
say
guys-
I'd be leading the pack since I know the actual way to get there.
Yeah. As you guys are traveling, the woods and the underbrush begins to get a little thick, and the path gets nigh upon impossible to follow. I'm going to need somebody to give me a survival check to navigate through the woods.
I might have this one. Unless anyone else wants to volunteer.
I have a +7.
I got +5.
Fucking anything.
Does anyone have proficiency in survival? Then if they do, they can just assist me so I can roll with advantage.
Oh yeah, I have +9.
Jesus Christ.
Make a perception, yes.
Survival.
Survival.
Survival, yes.
All right.
Alright, I'll go 2. Fuck it, why not?
Absolutely.
Yeah, never.
Okay. Well, you guys are able to kind of, between the two of you, get everything mapped out, you know, find the sun high in the sky and use that to kind of figure where north is from where it's shining, time of the day. The nearby position of the mountains makes it interesting, but you guys are able to traverse one day of travel, and you have another one in you. You should arrive at the lodge sometime by tomorrow night, probably mid-evening.
Okay.
But you stop to set up camp, and does anybody have anything they want to do before turning in?
Not really.
Okay.
In
I would-
between.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you go. You go.
I was gonna say, for watch, I would say, one of us has first watch to keep an eye on, not Hargrave.
Mhm.
And then once
Art.
Wick is fully
Aren't brave.
fully charged, he can take care of the rest of the watch, so he doesn't do anything suspicious. Just because, again, we don't trust this dude with a 50-foot pole, so.
Absolutely. So
I like to.
Go ahead.
I like to mention that Emer and Hargrave are on the opposite sides of a campfire, and they're just staring at each other through the campfire, and nothing is said until Emer just goes, "Why do you look like that?"
Well, if you recall, he has the crow mask thrown on over his face.
Oh, is his body normal as well?
Most of it's covered. He wears like a very heavy coat, long flowing sleeves and all that.
Ah,
Granted, he does have one hand that is much bigger than the other and is in like a claw. So you kind of ask him that, and after a moment of contemplation, you just hear,
He's asleep.
this is the best outcome. Come on.
and he provides absolutely no trouble as you guys kind of keep watch through the night. And the next day comes, and I actually can update the calendar because you guys are actually in the real
Outside.
world.
Yay!
Damn, I don't know how to read.
So it is the 7th of Cults. Let me pull up my actual calendar app so I can tell you the weather.
Where do I open the calendar? Because I closed it before.
It's in the little journal tab on the left-hand side.
Left hand. I see it. I don't see it. I see it. I see it. Okay.
And as you all wake up, it is a clear day, much like it was yesterday, but it is cold. We're talking like freezing cold. As Cult is the early, the first month, it is the middle of winter. That cabin is going to be incredibly appetizing by the time you guys actually get there. So as you set out for the day's travel, give me another D10 roll.
Hail star, may I bequeath knowledge unto you. I miss the Feywild. Why is it so freezing?
It's winter, that's why, princess.
Fucking hell.
Alright, I guess I'll roll the d10 since I'm leading blah.
You're walking here.
Oh no, I'm walking. I'm clawing.
9.
I'm going to my house.
Okay.
Shut
In
up.
the woods.
Oh, don't you?
Roll me a D4.
Oh, goody.
Okay.
1.
Now roll me a D100.
Oh,
Seems
Cool.
like you are the one who has the shoe on the other foot.
37.
Okay. As you guys are walking, traversing the woods, you actually exit the woods and you kind of enter into the highland, like kind of the rocky northern portion, and the cold becomes much more apparent because there's no like woods to absorb it. And you see a person just dead sprinting, maybe about a quarter mile away, towards the woods.
Towards us as well?
No, kind of parallel to you guys.
Okay, dead sprinting.
Can we identify anything like clothing on this individual so we can see who, like, are they like a farmer or a soldier or who exactly they are? Because I don't think there are usually people around here too often, right?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Could I make one to see what they're running from as well?
Sure.
If I fail, I'm distracted, like super duper distracted. Like she's not even like she's not even facing the right way. Damn.
Well, if Wick wants to help me out with this, I would appreciate it.
Gladly.
I'll
Wait,
see
wait.
how. Okay, I got 19.
Let's go.
Double 19s. There's a dude running towards the forest parallel to us, and he's sprinting.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to identify who it is exactly, and Amir's looking for what he's running from.
Yeah, Wick would be looking at what he's running from.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Yeah, that's time. It's that time again. That's a 30.
Okay, so Emir and Wick, you guys are able to discern a quick scan of the area. Guy's not running from anything. He seems to be running to something. Claw, you are able to pick out some more details about this person. Their clothes are relatively threadbare. They do have what looks to be like a kind of ruddy hide breastplate that they're wearing. And they have a woodcutter's axe just clutched, knuckled up in their hand. Look to be of elven descent. Kind of a little tanner skin, kind of wood elf look to them. Short brown hair.
Can I teleport over and ask them how they're doing?
Yeah, you do the Naruto teleports, and I kind of have to fly beside them because they are not slowing down at all.
Oh, two of those. I lost his name. Oh, it's over there. Sorry, I'm stupid. Hey, are you good?
Whoa, fuck! Yeah, just bosses. I'm trying to. A little busy.
One more time without the dick in your mouth.
Bossy's hurt. I'm trying to fucking help him.
Oh, and then she'll just zip out. He's running towards something, and someone, it looks like they're hurt.
Oh, we should probably assist them.
Yeah, you seem nice.
The woods are dangerous. All right, come on. Claw kind of makes a mental note of where they're at so they can get back on trail again before breaking off to follow the dude.
Absolutely. He has not stopped, so as he disappears into the woods, as you
I'm full going, man. You know me.
Yeah, I know.
Send it.
Give me a survival check to kind of keep up with him. The DC's low, but...
Okay. We'll see if I'm terrible. Hopefully not. I got a +7. Yeah.
Okay. You are able to kind of keep up with him. It takes you a little bit, though. And you do eventually catch up to this wood elf individual. A little surprised, though, as you kind of round a bend in the woods and you see this wood elf. You hear him first, and he's hacking away at what sounds like some wood. And as you come around the corner, he is chopping parts of a tree off of the largest bear you have ever seen.
Oh.
Friend.
Is this like a regular bear or a special kind of bear?
Give me a nature check.
All right. Do I have any advantages with any of my training or no?
I'll say yeah.
Okay. So, you said nature?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
23.
It takes you a second. You have an initial kind of worry because bears, they're prone to violence. This isn't a bear. This is a werebear.
Okay. Cool.
And it is pinned under this massive tree that has fallen on it.
Okay. I guess me and probably Brack will rush over to just move the tree. I'll shift to help move it because I'll have advantage then for checks.
Time. Are you ready for this? Okay.
Go ahead and give me an athletics check at advantage, and I guess I'll roll in for Rack since he's not in the VTT right now.
We're doing this together, so hopefully it should be not too bad.
Requesting for the little fairy to place a palm on the bear's head, if possible, and try like soothe it.
Holy shit, I actually rolled better than Rack for once.
Yeah.
Kindred spirits.
Not on top of my game today.
But this wood elf is chopping up bits of this tree to kind of alleviate some of the burden, and the two of you are able to kind of lift it up and off, and this massive werebear kind of scrounges out, crawls, rolls onto their back, and just starts like breathing heavily. And the wood elf throws the axe to the ground and just like collapses on their side onto this werebear's kind of like massive flank. Hey, fuck, hey, I was worried. Hey, boss. Hey, you alright, buddy? And the werebear kind of lays there for a second before kind of lifting a hand and giving a big clawed thumbs up.
That's good.
I don't know who you people are, but appreciate the help.
Anytime, we were just passing through and we saw your friend here sprinting like a bat out of hell. So we thought at least take a look and see what's going on. How do you fare? Any broken limbs?
And the wood elf kind of looks over to this werebear. Boz has apparently come to know, and kind of takes a moment catching their breath before slowly shifting back into a very hairy Goliath.
Bears here just do that, or is this like a one-off thing?
This is, I'll tell you later, Princess.
At which point you all become incredibly aware that this person is a werebear. I think all my bones is in the right place.
That's good. That's what you want.
Yeah, it's not ideal to have them popped out. Pinching the ribs, though.
Easy, easy.
Allow me. Where is my button for? Where is it? Where is she? There she is. Oh, yep. I should just roll the fucking hand of healing. How about that? I'm just gonna roll damage. Sorry. There you go.
12 healing.
Easy.
Thanks for that, little miss. I don't know, worry, but you got small hands, they make the bones feel better.
Thank you, I suppose.
This is the most embarrassing ass scratch I've ever had to do.
I'm not going anywhere near that.
Anyway, I appreciate your help. And thank you for not freaking out about the fact that Boz turned from a bear into a guy. Most people are not normal about that.
Follow,
Don't.
Follow motioned himself because he walked up to the log and then shifted and then helped chuck it off.
Whoa, what the fuck? Oh! You know what? No, that's on me. Sorry about that. Just, look a lot different from most of the transformations I've seen.
It's a long story that I'd rather not get into at the moment.
Don't have to.
Well, I guess that is nice to meet a bit of a kindred spirit.
Oh yeah, you are one of the wild ones too?
Wild ones? Question mark? Do I know
Oh,
what he's talking about?
He's very wild.
Give me Arcana or Nature. You would have advantage on this from your Hunter's Bane.
Okay, Arcana or Nature?
I
It's
can give
gonna
you
be nature,
disadvantage
then.
on. I can give you disadvantage on either of those.
22?
Okay. This is something you would have heard about, particularly in like the academic side of your inquisitorial training. The Wild Ones are kind of this shamanic, druidic tendency, not typically around here so much as over in Clyceria, the orcish steppes down to the southwest. They imbibe in various kind of like, obviously, druidic, shamanic practices, but they believe that the spirits that suffuse Herat, particularly Veldalg, from the Somerset Grove, can imbue particularly powerful or driven individuals with animal spirits by which they may not only commune with nature but become one with the world itself.
Okay. No. Something else funky. Dad did some weird shit.
I hate it when a dad does weird shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I'm glad you're alright then. Do you have somewhere to stay?
Oh yeah, we've got a camp down by the river a little bit. Oh, fuck. Perry, pay him, will ya? He saved my life. And the wood elf's like, oh yeah, pardon me, I just got,
No, it's alright. You don't have to.
Well, I mean, it's the right thing to do, ain't it? You saved Boz's life.
Payment's not necessary for a good deed. Unless someone's hungry or something. Then maybe, but even then, no.
Well, if you're fine doing it for free, I guess pro bono's good. I don't know, most people want something when they help you.
No. Honestly, we just happened to be in the right place at the right time. Someone needing some help is always... I can't help it, but at least stick my nose into whatever trouble there is.
Well, that's probably for the best then, because I only have about 5 silvers in here.
Yeah, no need. We're fine. But, thank you for the offer. It's kind, but, save it for yourselves. Just, careful where you scratch your ass now.
Yeah. Probably de-transform to scratch it.
Either, or maybe find a boulder.
It's fucking
Less likely to move.
That's true.
You mean it's done? She's fluttering away, just being like, "It's fucking disgusting. How fucking ugh."
Yeah. Some Khan's gonna kind of lean over. He's like, yeah, there's like some rocks. If you get just the right angle, you can get a spot that you can't normally get.
Oh,
Especially when you're bigger.
bear that in mind.
Khan knows how it feels when he's transformed and has a really bad itch he can't reach.
Mm-hmm. It's that lycanthropic bonding right now.
Anyway, careful about where you where trees land, I guess. I'm really bad at saying things. But stay safe. Has anything odd occurred in the area as of late?
Tree fell in the forest and it made a sound.
Fair.
Other than that, I haven't noticed anything. You noticed anything, Barry? I haven't noticed anything either. Just been fishing down on the river. It's been nice. Nobody bothers us.
Good, keep it that way. It's something's been stirring around, so just try to avoid big cities for a little while.
Oh, we hate cities anyway, ain't they right, Perry? Yeah, fuck 'em. Always full of stuck-ups.
You said it. Alright, well, boys, I'll hopefully see you again on better terms rather than something like this.
Yeah, I mean, we're just down by the little bend in the river, right, where the forest turns to rocks.
How far from the cabin are we about now?
It's probably like mid-evening, so maybe like a few hours.
Okay. I just saw Rich's message. I went, oh man, do I ask for fish? Actually, you know what? Do you have any fish to spare? Any amount will do. Because we do have a few hungry bellies for tonight.
Hey, back at our camp we got some. I suppose I could bring some by. If you got a place nearby you're staying, or we can just head there and split from there.
Would their camp be on the way over to my place?
It's out of the way.
Out of the way?
You guys are kind of heading north. They would be heading due west.
Shit. I don't really want to, because we're already going to only get there just when evening hit, or just when it's pretty evening, so. Okay, just joke, okay. That's fine. Alright, no worries. That's a little bit out of our path, but we'll keep it noted if we need anything in the future.
Alright.
Food-wise, anyway.
Well, we might be moving further down the river, and who knows where the how the fishing's going to play out up here in the bend.
Fair enough, especially this time of year.
Oh, yeah.
Keep warm. You might need that pelt again.
That's right. I'll make a great bed, ain't that right? Yeah. Look, thanks for the help. Maybe we see you around, maybe we don't, who knows?
Well, so yeah. Stay warm. And then I guess we'll head out.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You guys kind of regather yourselves and continue heading up to Claw's cabin. Who is tending to Bahalzul as you guys walk?
Oh, right.
With added support from Emer, because she's just matching his energy.
Okay. Bahalzul kind of like about 10 minutes later kind of sidles up towards you, Emer. Pardon me.
Your distance.
I just had a question, innocent.
And you can ask your question from over there. She points back to where he just sidled from.
Well, it's a little personal.
And you can, if it's personal, it's for the group as well. And she'll just match the distance that he traveled by like teleporting just briefly away.
All right, fine. Miss Faye, do you think those two were fucking?
Who?
Those two back there. And he kind of like holds up his shackled arms and points back with both thumbs.
The look on her face right now is just a look of like, why? Why entertain this? Why would you even... And she's just going to cast Reduce on him.
No, that'll reduce him and get him out of the shackles. Don't.
Will it? Do the shackles change shape? Can I reduce the shackles as well?
They're anti-magic shackles.
So that would deflect. I'm just gonna prestidigitate like Druidcraft. I don't know, fucking leaves in his eyes.
Ah, thank you. I was looking to feel a little more green, colourful with the seasons.
I don't know what your objective here is, and I don't care.
I'm just looking to have some fun.
Don't entertain him.
goodness.
Princess, I believe this one derives no undue amount of enjoyment from being a nuisance. Best just not interact.
Oh, then maybe we are kindred spirits.
Don't be like that. I've been dead for 100 or so years. I'm just trying to reconnect with the world.
By asking if people are fucking.
Yes, it's a valid question.
Cool, are we almost there yet? Cool.
A
Helping you, Claw.
couple more hours pass, and you guys do eventually get there.
Testing. Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Welcome back.
Hey, welcome back. It was gonna be really awkward if we made it there and Drax still couldn't do anything because he is chomping at the bit to get information out of this guy.
Writhing in rage. New microphone?
No, but I fucked with some settings.
Yeah.
You sound really different.
Really clear. Instead of...
Yeah, so my laptop has this thing where it won't recognize my headset mic sometimes.
Ah.
And I just don't know when that's the case or not.
Cool.
So that's a fun thing I have to
Yeah,
fuck
new
with.
headsets.
No, I don't know. Anyways, I'm here. Hello. Let's get
Hello.
to
Okay.
I can retire now from my amazing role as Server Karen for Rokia.
Identity theft is not a joke.
Mocha, chill out. Sorry, dog is barking next to me. Shh. I'm surprised that my mic is not picking it up.
Bears beats Cosentor Galactica.
What? That's
Bears
nothing.
beats Battlestar Galactica.
That's nothing.
Fuck you. Hey, you know what? Hey, guess what? Where's my gunshot sound? There it is.
Oh god.
Wasn't me that time.
Let's go to the cat.
Anyway,
Sorry, continue.
you guys do make it to the cabin, and Claw, take it away. What does Claw's cabin look like?
Okay, jeez, this is gonna be. I'm gonna be really bad at this, so I apologize ahead of time. As you guys kind of, are we back in the woods-ish, or is it just mountains?
There's some light tree growth, but it is mostly kind of rocky hills.
Okay, I'll say you guys come across a decently sized log cabin, kind of a stone base to kind of keep it from going anywhere on the side of this mountain. Looks to be about 2 stories, made of dark woods, and a kind of medium to large size window kind of in the front. That kind of, it's dark inside the building, and the front door seems to be on kind of the right hand side of it. And Claw kind of is like, all right, come on, let's get inside so we can get a fire going. Let's freeze the nuts off a deer out here. And as we kind of open the door and head inside, and Claw kind of there's like a little I would say kind of like nightstand-ish table near the front door, and he kind of digs through one of the drawers and pulls out a kind of a thing of matches and starts lighting a few oil lamps that are in here. When you enter, it's kind of a one large kind of living room setting. In kind of the center area is 2 couches that kind of circle a little kind of little table in front of a gigantic stone fireplace. And it leads further, and you can kind of see that it is connected to kind of a little like a little itty bitty walk-in kitchen, with kind of an island table along with a dining table that luckily just about fits the whole crew, except maybe one person. We're a little one person short, one chair short there. On the far left side of the main room is a set of stairs that lead up to two guest-ish rooms that have been barely used. And connected to kind of the back of the room. The main room is also another door to another kind of master bedroom. Walls are dark wooded, kind of chairs and are covered in furs and blankets, and there's a few trophies on the walls, but it's very simple.
And is this where you grew up?
Oh, no. I got this as a little reward for helping hunt out a hag at once for the Inquisition. I just haven't had to use it too much. Basically, I come here for holiday.
She's sort of like looking around, coming up close to some furniture, like placing her hand on it and stuff, and just very relaxed, saying, like, it's full of your energy.
Thank you? Question mark. But Klaus goes to get a fire started since it is probably pretty cold in here, since no one's been in here and there's a good amount of dust. Here, I'll get this going and you guys can feel free to curl up and heat up if you need to. If you want to pick a room. There's one room with one bed and one room with a bunk.
Oh,
Thank you very
occupy the
much.
sitting room, as usual, of course.
Fair enough, Wick.
I'll take the bottom bunk.
Sir Vakaram, is there a place you want to put him, or can I try to shrink the shackles too, and we can stuff him in a sock or something?
That would not be recommended.
I will refer to your discretion. And she'll just cross her arms and sit on the little cushion, a little cushion, and watch everyone.
You shall take the top bunk, and I will.
Ooh,
Does he even require sleep?
well, I mean, yes, of course I do.
I thought it was a fair question to ask. You're a necromantically animated corpse being piloted by a disembodied soul.
Well, I don't want bags under my eyes.
I think they're already there.
I don't want more.
Wait, just like shrugging at the crew. He can't deal with this guy.
There's no winning with him.
There's really not.
Sorry.
Yeah, there was.
That's
that
Chippo.
definitely came through.
That's
Oh,
Chippo.
that's Ari. Or, hello.
No. That's it's very much it's Christina's dogs, but I like to imagine that just
I'm back, sorry.
Drax just holding Chippo by with one hand. Just
What are you talking about? I missed that.
your dog. I like to imagine that it's what Chippo said, like sounded like, and Drax is just holding Chippo with one hand as Chippo just goes. "Roo, roo, 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 roo."
Why would she do that?
It's out of context. It's funny.
Funny. It's just like a funny thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is very funny.
I feel like any situation that involves the tiny gnome is funny without context. Like, just throwing the baby at people is funny without context.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's cue to do a fastball special with Tripper at one point.
Yep.
Yeah.
And on impact, it's like,
Yeah.
why is my squeaky toy so fucking deflated? Hello? What happened? That's better.
Anyway, settled in. I'm sure you've got plenty of questions for me that I'm just eager to answer.
Just one, really.
All right.
As a show of good faith, how exactly did you come to inhabit the body of Dr. Norman Hargraves?
Well, I'm not too particular on the specifics, so to say, but as far as I understand, the Akshar of the House of Spines found your. I feel like friend is the wrong word for some reason, but they found him, and they ripped out his eye and put mine in, and with it came my tethered soul, forbidden to pass on. I'm sure there were a number of rituals involved, incense, candles, perhaps a little bit of wine, that sort of thing, but I don't care for the specifics.
That's the first straightforward thing you've said so far.
Oh,
That
well,
actually makes quite a bit of sense.
right. Well, one for what, 20?
I lost count.
Good. Well, I mean, if that's the only question, well, I'm easiest job of my life. I can just sit back, kick my boots up, and enjoy myself. It's a cozy little cabin.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think.
I believe precious few of us here are actually privy to the particulars of the matter. We've been on quite a winding path.
If I may, whatever your name is, I didn't deign to remember it.
Balzul.
Don't worry, in one ear, out the other.
It'll stick eventually.
No, it won't.
We're going to be friends.
After Atropus, what's your objective?
I don't know. I seem to be immortal now, so I'll just fuck off to some corner of the world and pursue academia.
Is that something that can be trusted, everyone?
By Chipper?
I-
Yes.
I
By
can't- I
everybody?
can't
By
do- I
Brack?
can't-
No.
I can't do the triple voice at the moment, but yes, any pursuit of academia is welcomed and should be trusted.
She'll just... Eyes will slowly move over to Vrack, toward gauging his reaction, and then just match that.
He's just glaring at this guy.
Two sets of eyes now glaring at this guy.
It kind of doesn't matter what he says. Like, Rack doesn't have questions for this guy. He's undead. That's all that... That's the discussion. He is undead.
Yep.
He can say whatever the fuck he wants to say about what he'll do in the future, about anything. He's of the position right now. We're going to bring him to the capital so that the Dralazar and his sort of cabinet can make a decision as to whether or not they'll accept his help or not.
What kind of help can he offer?
That's a good question.
Well, I mean, I'm an incredibly powerful alchemist.
Next.
We have several.
Oh, believe me, I'm better.
Can you give any examples of what you can do?
Not safely.
Describe it.
I can touch a man and turn his entire skeleton to a slurry.
We already do that. Already do that on a smaller basis.
With a single touch?
If I punch it hard enough.
If you punch hard enough.
Princess, do not give him your ammunition. What else can you bring to the table?
I was like just finishing making the fire, and now he's like, okay, everyone's hungry. Time to like see what he has in like the dry meat storage.
Gup's right there with you.
I can see through walls if I want to. I could probably beat any of you in arm wrestling. Except for maybe the Dragon Man.
Slowly raising an arm, and it starts glowing.
Well, look at me, I'm bound and shackled.
What else are you capable of?
That wasn't a threat. That was like maybe.
Well, I have an unfathomable amount of magic at my disposal. What else do you want?
Well, unfortunately, we're on the brink of war, and so the contributions of any one individual, no matter how powerful, are necessarily limited. What can you give us in terms of material aid?
What does that mean? What can I give you in terms of material aid? I'm one man. Granted, probably the most powerful arcanist on the continent, but... And I suppose I have a contender to an Archdevil's throne at my side.
Right. Do you have any intelligence that would be useful to us? Any idea of Stray Kranz's movements, or what he's planning in the near future?
Or do you intend to snark Atropus to death?
Oh, no, I'm not even sure how you would stop Atropus. My plan is to stop straight, and hope for the best that works.
So you do have a plan?
Yes. I mean,
that's a start.
Strayed intends to go to the Brass Tower and kill the Emperor's current praetor. It's all that stands between him and Atropus.
How?
I don't know. From what I gather, this praetor is attempting to become a god, and intends to use this newly divined godhood through some sort of great dream to simply beat Atropus back.
And so, Matt, by Emperor's Praetor, do you mean boss speak?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, alright. Because he's the current Emperor, so I didn't know what Praetor meant.
Yeah, that's his... he's not technically the Emperor, because that was a thing, like, nobody wanted to take the title of Emperor after Vandagan.
Okay.
So Praetor's kind of been the stand-in title.
Got it.
Yeah, there was like a troika or something, right?
Yeah.
Well, there was that, but then he seized power.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he took a title that has not been used for a while, so that's off the table. But Praetor is just Emperor, but not saying Emperor. Okay. But you do know that clawspeak is what is standing in the way of Great Atropus.
For now, at least he presents the biggest threat in Strayd's eyes.
So you do not have evidence, you do not have anything concrete that suggests that Strayed views Winslow Clawspeak as a threat. You are assuming.
If I said I heard it from the man's mouth himself before he truly went totally insane, it wouldn't matter because you don't trust me.
No, but if you had something other than your own words, that's
What, his fucking diary?
If you had that, that would help, yes.
Do you truly believe that a man who has come back seeking eternal vengeance first on the Glass Dragon Heraktes and now on the entire world keeps a diary?
I do not deign to understand Strayed Krantz.
Then you will never beat him.
It wouldn't surprise me if he did, no.
He doesn't.
When you say that the Praetor is holding back Atropus, what do you mean?
Did you miss the part where I said he is attempting to become a god?
Yes, we heard that. But what do you mean by holding back Atropus? Those are different statements.
But from my understanding, I'm not a very theological man. I don't really care what gods do. There is a good deal of power that comes from belief. And if this praetor is to become a god and is able to make people believe he is all-powerful, it's very likely he'll be able to shunt Atropus away, destroy it, or send it to somewhere else.
So he's not currently keeping it somehow restrained.
Not to my knowledge. You'd have to ask him.
Vrak has since stopped, has now broken his eye contact. He's no longer glaring at this guy, and is instead like stroking his chin and looking to the side.
Like glances over at Vrak, and he realizes what like gears are turning in his head. He's like, oh, I'm gonna get it later.
If we can defeat Clawspeak, as we intended to do, as he is at the head of the Quori threat, as I understand it, at least as I assumed, if we can defeat Clawspeak, and harness that power, perhaps we collectively, or someone else, someone on our side, could use that against Atropus. Perhaps that is a possible avenue.
Vertarum, if I'm understanding correctly, his ascension, as I would tentatively refer to it, is the upshot of whatever bargain he's made with the Quori. Do you tend to do such a thing?
No. What this ghoul is purporting is that he is harnessing the very faith of the Empire.
Yes, through the collective dream that the Quori have thrown the capital into. That's what I've gathered here.
It may not be necessary to make such a bargain if it's not a perfect plan. I would not make any deal with the Quori. Wick, do not fear that. But
The only deal we make with the Quori is my fist in their face.
yes, precisely. But the Quori have siphoned faith from one source to another before. And they're doing it again now. There's nothing to say that such a technique is only within the purview of the Quori, or that such siphoned power could not be transferred to a better group or individual and used in a more fitting manner.
This is my favorite part.
It is far too risky to allow Clawspeak to ascend fully and use that power to take out Atropus. Because then we have to deal with Clawspeak as some sort of Quori puppeted deity or quasi-deity. That is off the table. But if he is amassing great deals of power, perhaps we could tap it.
True, but we also would have to be careful about it. Don't want to raise a god.
Certainly not.
So I was like just chopping vegetables in the background while he's interjecting. Letting the boys help out.
Yeah, the boys are helping out. They're like tossing each other stuff and then chopping things efficiently. It's a very like lively kitchen with them helping.
I was just making sure none of them accidentally chops one of their own fingers off. That's all.
No, they're good. They've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
They're old hat. Gup has cooking utensils and tools, and the other two are just like in sync with Gup at all times. So
Hey, Cup, can you mind passing me some of those spices?
yeah, Mup grabs the spices and he tosses it to the top and hands it to you.
Ah, thanks. Can you give them a whiff just to make sure they're still good? Nods and then starts adding some. Sorry, I'm having like a whole cooking scene while you guys are having super serious conversation over here.
Tubbs hears that you ask him to take a whiff, and he full on snorts.
Oh, not like that.
Oh no.
Oh, no. Oh, okay, hold on.
Like oregano or something, and then he looks Quithna for a second, and he nods, and then he spits the spice out of his mouth directly into it.
Dude's
Here's
rock.
some-
Big thumbs up.
Glad I'm
Here's
not
me.
eating any of that.
Emir shoots a knowing look at Sloth and goes, "Are you sure they're not your kids? And you're just training them bad?"
Again, those are not. I do not have offspring. I will never have offspring. That is not the issue. That is not a thing. They are another species entirely. They are kin, they are clan, but they are not of my lineage. I do not know how many times I must tell you this.
A very slow smile creeps onto her face.
What?
Nothing.
There's a lot going on.
Conversation for later.
So,
Just messing with them.
Oh, I was completely redoing that sauce, by the way.
So, okay. We may. What if we try to pit Lawspeak against Strange Grants? What if we allow that fight to occur and then come in afterwards?
That's quite a risky proposal.
We could
Might be
possibly.
the least risky proposal.
Well, we could also be risking whatever survivors are left in the capital.
Yes, Straight has been bringing the forces of Atropus, the strange, twisted warps of the far, horrible reaches, along with him everywhere he goes, and there would be no shortage of civilian casualties. There's a fair chance he's able to go toe-to-toe with Clawspeak, though.
It does not matter. We cannot allow a possibility of civilian casualty. Help it.
If this oncoming conflict between Clawspeak and Straight Krantz is the linchpin of the whole matter, how much time do we have left?
I have no idea. Well, last I heard, Straight was looking for Aglarot. Yes, our old home. It was, razed to the ground, and the remains of it scattered and buried.
Wasn't? Okay, no, that wasn't the city in the flashback that we saw.
No, that was Meliaris.
Right.
Their
Okay.
Aglarati is what they're called.
Yeah.
Where is Aglarot? We found that out at some point. Now out of character. We found out where Aglarot is at some point, but I forgot.
Historically, it would be where Greenest is on the map now. But, as he mentioned, it's been razed to the ground and scattered across the continent.
What do you mean scattered across the like? Yeah, okay, so it was razed to the ground and turned to ash, but that's still where it was.
The it's just the piece. I think he's meaning the pieces of like the city have been like scattered.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens to the ash.
Historic remnants, things like that. That's why Strayed was able to recover his shield that he once held. And that was locked away in one of those dragon compasses.
And did Straightcrans historically have any other notable weapons or accessories?
Not personally. I mean, we recovered my staff, but I've already destroyed that. Don't need it anymore. I think what he's looking for now is the old angel's heart. You see, when we first deigned to walk among mortals, we set Aglarot back on the ground, and we killed the angel that gave us our wings. But its heart yet still beats as some potent magical engine. And with its power, though we had clipped our own wings, we fought strong alongside the Sildiri rebels of Vandigan's youth. Oh, we were splendid in our time. But it's gone now, and we don't know where it is, and I'm sure Strade's looking for that most particularly.
And if
Would-
I had to guess where an ancient, divine artifact laid, I would think the hole in the center of the Tharsis Lake.
When we were there, was there any kind of feeling or notion that it could be there, or
You
would there
didn't
be
beyond the Elder Ravens, beyond the Elder Ravens' kind of inherent connections to the divine, which even then were more shamanic than anything. It didn't really feel like suffused with any sort of celestial magics.
Yeah. I would say, is there any like locations that I would know of that would be like that? Specifically on the continent?
None immediately spring to mind. Give me just a straight intelligence check.
Oh, boy.
We should all get in on this.
I would say anybody other than Cirrus and Emer can roll intelligence.
Alright, Nikki, please, we need your help.
Yeah, give Nikki and
Give
Chipper
Nikki
roll.
your energy.
What? So what am I doing?
Great
a-
intelligence.
Just straight hands.
Can
He's
somebody
not on
roll
there.
for me? I
Yeah.
can't get out of bed.
Yeah, I gotcha.
A
Thank you,
fucking
Matt.
1 for me.
13 for
At
Claw.
least it won the 0.
Rolling athletics to see if I can tackle Persephone and lay on top of him.
23 for Chipper.
That's what
I guess I'll also go for it.
Oh no.
can't hurt.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know shit.
Okay, you guys aren't piecing anything together, but Chipper,
Yes, sir.
you rolled a 23, so something kind of stands out to you.
Okay.
The way Bahalzul is describing this angel's heart, this incredibly powerful magic battery that has persisted even since Aglarot's destruction,
Yeah.
something that powerful would have to be kept under incredibly thorough guard and watch.
Colleges.
You recall a letter you intercepted
Oh,
God.
in ciphered
shit.
language
fuck.
that suggested that something was underneath Oleg Lark.
I remember that. I can't do the Chipper voice today because nothing's working. But hey guys.
Hey, guys.
Hey guys.
Do you want me to do it, Nikki, or do
No,
you want
I
it?
got it. I got it.
We can
I'm just gonna-
imagine. We can imagine the
Chipper's,
Chipper
We
voice.
get it, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chipper's voice dropped like 2 octaves.
Chipper is also sick today.
Yeah.
Insane.
She misses her pod in the Feywild. That's why she's sad and low voiced.
Yeah, it's true. Hey guys. You remember that one letter?
Oh, yeah, the one that when you shipped it through your dad's mail.
Yeah, I think it's under Oliglark.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Ah.
Well, if he's heading back north now, that means he must have found whatever he was looking for.
Or he missed it.
Like, because I know that it's such a powerful item, if I know that, he wouldn't be able to just like walk away with it, right? It would be like a
You're not sure if it's like big enough for him to like walk away with, but it's something that would like be noticeable.
yeah, like I like as attuned to arcane as I am, like I definitely like I don't know, fucking sense a disturbance in the arcane force. I don't know.
It doesn't quite like
Fuck.
work like that.
I know it doesn't, but shit, it
I
feel
think people would have noticed and we would have learned about it.
I
the other
also
problem.
have reason to believe that if he finds this heart, there is a second stage to his plan.
That is.
And Basil kind of leans back in his chair, lifts his hands up, and points eastward. Are you aware of why those mountains exist? Historically.
Of course we would. I mean, of course Chipper would roll a history check and know exactly what the fuck it is.
I mean,
right?
we were
But-
told why.
Yeah, right.
Yes, they were raised by the Kithya.
Oh, not by. Against. The mountains are a tomb wrought by the gods to keep the Kithians from finding them. And within them, their cities lie, dead, unmoving. But the Oracle of Atropus laid prophecy before Straight and I when we gathered and were first enjoying brotherly reunion that when the angel's heart beats again, Aglarot will fly on long dead wings.
Oh. Yeah, we'd have Agralot in the sky if we found the heart by now. Cool.
So, one of two things are possible. Well, one of three things, really, in my viewing of it. I mean, your math might check out differently, but we're not here to debate semantics. Either he has not found the heart, he has found the heart, and he is looking deep in the caverns of the mountains for a Kithian city to raise, or he's waiting until he kills the Praetor to do it.
Something Balhozul said jogged a memory for Wick. He's thinking about that weird cave we found east of Port Atreides in the mountains.
East of. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, on the old map, it was around
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there was a passage into the Underdark, I think.
Or was it a passage to one of these ancient cities of the gods?
Well, not the gods,
Well-
the Kithians.
Okay.
Another thing, though not related, it means that if it was mentioned somewhat in the letter from before, it means that the colleges definitely know about it as well. And and some of the colleges are potentially definitely hostile.
I think we've safely concluded that they're all hostile except for the College of Onomancy.
Right.
Some are definitely more hostile than other. I feel like Graviturgy is the most hostile, right?
I mean, they're all hostile because they're all part of Seleus at the moment. There's
Yeah.
nothing to suggest that they know that the fucking heart is under Oleg Clark.
Well,
All the
I think
time
they know
that-
that.
all we know is that Clawspeak would have ordered Gravitor just to destroy Oleg Lark in the event.
I believe that the message mentioned that there was something under Oleglark, and
Okay,
that's why they were bombing
so-
the top of it. So I think that they may not know what it is under there, but I think they know that something's under there enough that they want to bomb it. You know what I mean?
No, I don't. I disagree. I don't think there's enough evidence to say that Oleg Lark, the colleges, know about the heart. If the president tells a guy, like if the president tells a general to bomb a place, the general doesn't necessarily know why.
See, the reason why I say why is because it mentions in the letter it's the general telling Joe Schmo to say level the place. There's something under here. So even if
we need the note. We need the
That's right.
literal note in order to confirm either
Yeah.
way.
I'm gonna be
Right.
right back, guys.
Okay.
I will go back to muting so y'all don't hear me fucking snotting everywhere. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
We put something in the notes, but maybe not exactly what was said, which is a mistake.
I could have sworn we had something. I'm looking through my notes too. It was a while ago, which doesn't help.
Yep. Pickens. Katakala. Baron, that's just, fuck me. Urian, that was after, it was just before that. I don't know. So, okay, fine, that aside.
Yeah, I don't think we copied down the exact writings of the letter.
We did not.
Unfortunate.
So, we have nothing to suggest either way. No, nothing concrete.
What I remember was on the note. It was something about if they lose Oleg Lark, to just raise it.
Right, to Gravaturgy, nuke it.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't, I don't remember anything else past that. So, it's moot, we don't know. Moving on.
Matt, with my 2 for athletics check to try and cuddle Persephone, how bad that go?
Very badly.
Probably fell off the couch.
Persephone is incredibly slippery.
Totally fine.
Which is weird. It seems more slippery than usual.
Oh, hey Matt. When I divine sensed Boohoo Boohoo.
Yeah, he registered as Celestial.
Yeah. Did Persephone register as Fag?
She always has. Familiars are always either Fae, Celestial, or Fiend.
Gotcha, okay. Okay.
So, what's for dinner?
You're a corpse. Do you need to eat?
I'd like to.
I gathered that, but just questioning how survivable you are, I guess.
Incredibly, I mean.
If we hit Oleg Lark, it is almost certainly well fortified. But we could get this angel's heart for either of them. But if Clawspeak knows that Straight Krabs is back on board, he would have increased security or perhaps even moved the heart wholesale.
Unless he can't.
So perhaps it is still best then to take on Claw's Peak and then have a contingent ready to raid or further defend Oleglock for the heart.
I think that's probably the wisest course of action.
But that does mean sending a contingent, having our forces divvied. Because Strayed could very well jump on the opportunity. It's unclear how much he knows. It's unclear how much this, he points towards Veldalg, this is transmitting to him. The extent of his intelligence is uncertain, so he may be able to be aware of that and strike when the Glass Peak is dispatched. But that means we'll know where he'll be.
We might just have to make our move and then head straight to Oleglock right after, as troubling
Seems that way,
as
yes.
it is. No time for rest after the big battle and the
We
take
could-
back Soleus.
I'm certain we can allocate a few resources to bolster us after the fight. But this is worthwhile. We'll wind up repeating a lot of this with Jalazar and the other heads of state found, but very well. When the time comes to talk with them, do this all over again, I'll at the very least prepare, detect proof, whatever I suppose. Doesn't matter. Do a more formal interrogation. Does anybody else have anything with questioning while we're at this before dinner?
After failing to get cuddles from Persephone, Emir floated over to Sirius and is resting on his shoulder. And she asks, "When are we going to the capital? I really want to get a good night's sleep, and I..."
Not, we'll be heading to Bjorkton tomorrow.
Is that the capital?
That's our capital. Capital of the Common Court.
That's back where we were before we headed to the bay.
Where's the place where everyone's asleep?
That is the capital of the
So
Slaves
yes.
Empire, which is on the west coast. It will not be for a few more days before any such large-scale war effort is made.
Gotta get our forces all set up for it.
Of course. I will say that my time in the Feywild and outside the Feywild has made me not need certain things like food or water or even some rest some days. I could sustain myself, honestly, if need be, but this pact I've made with the Eastern Court, I don't need to sleep. I can and do, and I do need to get rest, but I very much could just lay awake at night, and that scares me. So the faster we get to the capital is the faster I'll be happy, but I'll assist with any other rallying of forces that we need.
Very well. Would you like some assistance getting to sleep?
A smile's gonna creep on her face. How would you assist in me sleeping?
As I assisted the page in the past.
Oh.
They're coming right for us.
Getting you with a car.
I was a car out the front. I think someone almost cut someone off.
Perfectly timed.
Yeah.
How would you do that? Suddenly, if you count a car hits a mirror.
It's no problem. I can get to sleep, but there's something. Imagine trying to get to sleep and still being able to, but something is there, just watching. It's kind of like that. So I won't be fully comfortable. It was allayed when we were in the spring court, the autumn court, but it's something. So Björkton, then from there is our take it day by day. Go is all we can do.
You know, the Fae may be a great place to start my knowledge vacation after this is all said and done.
You aren't allowed.
Drat.
I'm gonna fucking stare daggers at Cirrus. Very much of like a no.
Don't let him in.
I am the emissary of the Somerset Grove. I choose who goes in and out.
Oh, I didn't know I was dealing with royalty. I wouldn't have made such crude jokes about those woodsmen fucking before then.
Yes, you would.
Yes, I would have.
Her as princess.
All right. Enough of serious talk. Soup's up. And Claw has like up on the table a bunch of bowls of hearty stew served up for everybody.
Delicious.
A smaller bowl for him.
I can appreciate it nonetheless.
You're
Emer is just gonna keep chilling on Cirrus's shoulder, just laying down. Really.
Thank you, Claw. You're a good host.
Gotta get some use of this place somehow.
Yes,
More
right.
used to having inquisitor dignitaries and teachers here coming to chew my ear out, but that's
Well,
fine.
Perhaps over dinner you can regale us of the time you defeated a hag and won this place.
Oh, that was a while ago. Nothing too much of import. But yeah, unless anybody has anything else.
Not really.
Oh.
Oh, Vrac, you should probably give a heads up to Drow on the current situation before we head out.
No, I did.
Oh, you did? Okay, cool.
Yes.
I wasn't sure if you did or not. I couldn't remember.
It's been several days. It's been like what, 2-3 days since we found this guy.
Right, yeah.
One day. One full day, rather.
Oh, okay. Yeah. If the setting stone wasn't, he would have done it as soon as the setting stone was charged.
Yeah.
Essentially.
But you guys are able to enjoy, enjoy to the best of your ability your dinner with this horrible quasi-undead individual who seems to just delight in making things awkward and horrible. But that's where we're going to take our break. So we'll be back shortly with the next day.
Great.
So, we return. I guess, first and foremost, is there anything anybody would like to do for the rest of the night? You guys have this nice cabin that you are resting at.
Claw is having the downstairs bedroom. Got a big old bed.
Just kind of spend time with Law. This is his place. This is kind of like his deal. We went here for him, so let's just chill a little bit and then
Yeah.
back.
We'll chill, have some drinks.
De-stress, depress.
Maybe I'll tell a few stories of a couple. God, what's the word I'm looking for? A couple trophies that are in the cabin.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Try to talk about something other than the end of the world for once.
Right. That'd be nice.
Well, you
I'm
guys.
just gonna break Cole's hand. That's all. Sorry.
Braid my hair.
Yeah.
Alright, good luck.
You guys are able to kind of spend the evening resting, recovering. Bahalzul is chained to the radiator somewhere. But eventually, you guys settle down, get a night's sleep, and come the morning, you will wake up fully refreshed.
Yay.
Physically, but emotionally.
On the 8th of Cult, it is still incredibly fucking cold. But there's some cloud cover today, so that makes it worse.
Well, first thing, let's go to Bjergton. Let's just teleport on over.
Absolutely. Chipper, I guess, mark off the costs of teleportation circle unless you want to hard teleport.
She doesn't have Forge open.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Does Chipper
Make a
even
note, I guess.
Oh, yeah, Chipper does have teleport prepared, so I guess you guys could just straight up teleport to Bjergton.
Sorry, I'm back. I was just having a coughing fit and I didn't want to unmute so you guys could hear me hacking up a fucking lung. What did you want from me to mark off teleportation?
You could just teleport.
Yeah, do you want to teleportation circle, or do you want to just, like, hard teleport?
Circle is ritual, isn't it? So I can use my scribe.
It is not
ability.
ritual.
Oh fuck. Fuck it. We'll just hard teleport. It's fine.
And we can teleport to the permanent circle at Bjergton.
In that case, if we're just going to Bjergton, we can just use regular ass teleport and then.
Absolutely. And since you know a permanent circle, you teleport directly there with everybody.
So I pull up the teleport sound and we go. My poor darling is sick.
Sorry about that. Wasn't
Don't you
fast
apologize.
enough.
No worries.
And distance closes in an instant, and you are all in the Imperial Chantry back in Bjergton. The guards give Bahalzul a little weird look, but he kind of like cocks his head to the side and waves with one hand.
He is in chains at least, so they kind of know the deal.
Well, here's the thing. We had to take the chains off of him in order for him to teleport.
Oh, that's true.
But we can put them right back on.
Yeah, like Rack has them like at the ready for when
We can also put like different chains on him. But yeah, you get the idea.
Yeah.
It's really funny to think him was teleporting and he's just left standing there with the shackles on. He's like, I guess I'll leave.
Oops. Well, I guess this is my place now. He takes over Claw's cabin.
Starting my vacation early. But you are all here back in Beerton. As you kind of head back out into the city proper, it is still like noticeably less bustling than it has been in the past. It seems to have been kind of on a steady tamp down of activities as the real heavy parts of the oncoming wartime are weighing heavily on the city. But presuming you guys just head directly to visit with Drow.
Pretty much.
We dilly-dallied long enough with this dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely, you see your way in. They send you directly up to him, and you enter his office. He is working on some paperwork. Sets down the quill and looks up. Welcome back. How was the Grove?
Wonderful.
Tumultuous.
A lot was accomplished. I do have a full report for you, though I'm sure, given the pressing time schedule, the summation will suffice, but to put that aside, for the time being, it is my distinct displeasure to introduce you to Veldalg, who there's no easy way to say this. He is one of Stradekrantz's old allies, who has been brought back through foul necrotic magic, the likes of which we are unaware of at the moment, who wishes to lend his aid to our cause. I have put him in shackles to prevent him from changing planes or locations. How much that matters, I am not certain. I thought the matter would be best handled by you and the other heads of house.
I see. That's precarious is a word that I could use to describe this.
Yeah. About right.
Well aware am I of the Butchers of Aglarat, the heads of the Third Legion, that leave a legacy of infamy behind them. Well acquainted am I with Balzul, one of the pioneers of Imperial magic, but much like many wizards of modernity, are less fettered by morals, though. Rather than the modern schools, his was a specialty to necromancy. Guilty as charged, but I must admit I'm less interested in that now. I'm so curious about these new forms of magic.
Kipper vibrates.
Do you believe...
No.
Do you truly believe that this Aglarati has ample to offer?
I do not know how much we can trust what he says. If we can, then he is powerful and knowledgeable. But he is undead. It is difficult to look past that. He had much to say on Stradekrantz's plans. He says that he spoke with Krantz before finding Krantz utterly mad and departing. And he provided some insight into claw-speak skulls. Again, assuming he speaks truth.
Well, I have unfortunately lost contact with many of the spies I sent to ascertain the situation in the capital, so
Likely put to bed.
I would assume so.
At the very least, Bahazul here has informed us why all that is happening in the capital. The Praetor and Quori are apparently weaving some kind of mass dream together by which he can ascend to godhood. I don't know what type of effect this can have on people of Slayer Silder, but it's likely not very good.
I would be inclined to agree.
I would recommend that at your earliest convenience, I understand you're quite busy at all hours now. You assemble Xandar Rush and High Automancer and whoever else. And we discuss the matter. Or you all do. Perhaps it's not for us to weigh in upon, but imagine a meeting would be in order.
I believe I will have Xandar interrogate this Bahal Zul. He's good at drawing the truth, even from the thickest cloud of lies.
Very well.
In the meantime, perhaps it is time to begin looking west.
Yes, I believe so.
Kelfing, he kind of calls, and a kobold pokes in. Send for Xandar and have this individual taken to the dungeons. And the kobold gives a nod and steps back out. Balzul kind of scoffs. Dungeons are so poor form. Can't we set me up for interrogation in a nice bed and breakfast? No. And after some time, Xandar kind of steps in, flanked by a number of guardsmen. And they kind of exchange some words and haul Balzul off. Now that we are free of prying ears and eyes, many of our armies are ready to sail around the northern mountains and make for Stavarios. It would make a good foothold from which to resupply for an attack on the capital. To excise the Quori once and for all.
Should we perhaps be a part of that? For Karen?
Perhaps that is for Dralazar to stay. He is the chief of these forces. Maybe he has something else in mind for us.
It would It'd be good to speak with him. I'd like to, at least.
We are speaking to him right now.
Oh. Hello.
Yes.
I've been introduced before.
There are certainly options.
Have we been introduced before?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm stupid.
It's been a while. The Fey arc was very long.
Hold on. Wait.
You did spend 4 months in the Feywild,
yeah.
let's be real.
I don't remember him.
This is a relative of mine. Not
So
the
there
relative.
can be more of you,
Yes,
but
of
not
course.
3 boys.
Not my Droti, no.
Kobolds and Dragonborn are fundamentally different.
Alright, thank you.
We're getting off tap.
Yes, I'm sorry. It's been a recurring issue.
Forgive me, I honestly was not listening to your conversation, and I am plagued by maladies beyond your comprehension. The crew that we have here are currently immune to sleep, as we have obtained the ability to ward off the Quori's sleep-inducing effect.
I see.
Should we not spearhead this proposed team into the capital?
The capital, yes. I wouldn't dream of bringing anything but our full force to bear on the capital city. It is likely to be enforced not just by whatever Quori auxiliaries, but by any wizards that have been taken in by the Praetor. The problem is getting to the capital. If we were to sail the Concord's navy as well as our allies simply along the northern coast, doubtless we would not make it in full force. That is why I believe targeting Stavarios first would prove the best. For starters, if we are able to break the slumbering slavery that has been afflicted on them there, the wizards of the College of Graviturgy present unfathomably potent allies, as well as an incredibly robust port by which we can resupply.
I see.
Now, for our role in this, we could help the Savarias. We could sail around to Shadowmarch and see if Albrecht and his forces might be interested in joining, and then launch from there into Isildur.
Of course.
It's gonna draw us a little close to the capital, but we could probably still make it there to Shadow March, at least our crew with the airship.
Yes, if we take the airship perhaps a bit farther out along, not too far from the coast. The scenic route, as it were. What we could do. We could also.
Well, we did secure I believe we secured a railway for our forces to go through the Somerset, right?
Did we?
That was the whole point of the journey.
No, it wasn't the whole point. I thought we were getting forces from the Somerset Grove and some other stuff, not necessarily passage.
Yeah, we got passage. That's
Okay.
what the whole thing with Oberon was, right?
No,
Well,
that's
kinda.
Oberon.
That was
Kinda.
to get into the grove.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. Sorry,
No, but you bringing up that is very important.
It's important to realize that we also have troops from the Somerset Grove that can come out probably straight from the Grove to Stavarios to meet us there or something.
Right. We
Indeed.
we have secured some forces from the Somerset Grove.
You may give us a little cutscene, you know.
Passage could be arranged through. It's possible through the grove itself.
A two-pronged attack. From the naval vessels at sea, and an infantry force from land.
Precisely.
If this works, this is good.
friends Pushenkt?
That I don't know. I'll leave that to your command.
Is there anywhere that you would designate as a especially a priority target? We could make a surgical approach with the airship.
But we would risk the airship to cannon fire.
Especially an attack on Stavarios, you're looking at more than cannon fire.
The Gravatar just as well, yes. We will want to... We want to keep the Pushenkt mages out of the fray for the most part. Keep them in reserve for the capital itself, however, their abjuration would be most useful.
Perhaps securing Pushenkt as a forward command.
Only after Stavarios. We have information regarding that, and that is partially involved with the ghoul we brought to you. But Rack would have mentioned the note way back, but it's easy for that kind of little thing to drop from Drell's attention.
Yeah.
Fucking months ago, got a whole war effort, so...
He's got a lot of balls in the air.
A lot of balls in the air. You may recall some time ago, I told you about a missive we intercepted regarding Pushenkt. Oh wait, no.
No, it was Oliglark.
Oliglark.
Oh, never mind. Okay, my bad. Yeah, forget that then. If we capture both Pushenkt and Stavarios, however, close we can make it to Pushenkt. We'd have to do them not simultaneously, but in quick succession. I'll give him a chance to react. Certainly not give him a chance to send out his gravitigist to Veldalg.
Perhaps if we are able to pass quickly through the Somerset Grove, it is possible that we could take Stavarios before he has the time to mobilize his graviturgists and immediately set them on the path from Stavarios to Isildur, while at the same time bringing any allies from Shadowmarch in immediately after that, turning a two-pronged attack into a three, potentially four-pronged attack.
If I may, when would this approach through the grove be happening?
We would have to time it with the travel of the sailing vessels, which may take a number of weeks.
Yes, let's... And I assume Rack has... Drell has like a big...
Yeah, he's got a map kind of unfurled there.
So, this is 2,400. Is there a port on this side of Bjergton? Or is it only on the inner part? Okay. So
there's a river that cuts directly through.
Got it. So that's 1120.
Our warships sail 96 miles a day on average.
God damn it, man. No, I lost the number. Alright. 1120 to 4,000. 1120 plus 2400.
3,600.
33,520.
Yeah.
And that's 96 miles a day?
Mm-hmm.
It would be 36 and 2/3 days, so call it 37 days.
So we would probably deploy the infantry about 2 weeks before the ships were set to arrive.
proposal. So, I don't know how we intend to contact the Somerset Grove, but could I go right now? And it may take a day travel or something, but I could literally fly right now from Bjergton to the Grove. Let them know that we plan to move some forces through.
That's a really good point, serious.
Get the. Oh.
Yeah. Sirius's true body is still in the grove.
I thought you were talking to. Like, thank you, Sirius, for bringing that up. Like, I'm right here. I didn't see Sirius was writing in the next chat. Yeah, good point. He could just send that through. Yeah, don't worry.
I'm not certain if I fully explained this, Joe. This is the comrades who picked up the you met Sirius. They became Archfey of the Southern Court of Grove, and in fact still reside there.
Even though they're right in front of me.
Yes, this is.
Think of it like a familiar.
Yes.
Even though they have a familiar.
Yes.
Yeah.
He can effectively be in two places at once.
So, organization of troops through the Grove could be easy enough to handle, given we have a man on the inside, as it were.
Indeed.
But I'm still in possession of the bow that prevents time from passing for too long. So, the travel will be near instantaneous. That being said, I'm not certain what bridges they have through that river. Frack would probably, they probably know the name of the river. What bridges there are, so we'll have to ford it. And then 800 miles plus fording. 2 weeks, maybe more like 2.5 to account for the river.
2.5 would be the safest. And so the vessels get a week's start. And then we'll send the men through.
Now, it would be equal time, roughly speaking, for them to head to Bushankt. They're about a week's travel back to Stavarios. But, again, they might get jumpy that our forces are so close to Oleglock, and so the grabs are just early. So yes, a dual assault on Stavarios. Then send forces to Bushankt. And then
Instead about sieging Isildur, yes.
this could work. Now, again regarding Oleglock, this is information that was taken and considered in part with the ghouls' advice, so take with several grains of salt. There goes Nikki. That's
Open chipper.
fair. Oh, she's back. When we were in Bushankt visiting the Timbers, we intercepted a missive saying that if Oleglock were taken, that it should be destroyed through Graviturgist magic. It seemed rather extreme at the time. The ghoul is saying, or suggesting, or we have pieced together through his suggestion rather, there may be an artifact of considerable power that Stratocraft is after beneath Oleglock. Specifically, an angel's still beating heart. So, if this is true, currently, I would assume the threat of Clawspeak and his forces are the only thing keeping Strayed out of Oleglock. getting that angel's help to help him hurry along Atropus. If he in fact knows that it's buried there. So if we do take back the capital, take on Mosspeak, that leaves Oliglock open, so our forces would have to be mobilized to there next.
Of course. That's no trouble. We'll put a tax on the men, but if we have Pushenkt as effectively a garrison afterwards, it's nothing.
Indeed.
I've been informed by our allies from Shuria that their ships move incredibly quickly down rivers such as these.
Excellent, yes. Then have them bring some, even Pushenkt. Well, Cat will bring them along, or some such. But this could work. This could suffice.
They're sailing from the south right now. We could send them up the river from Thermesis. Or at least a detachment to take Pushenkt.
Indeed.
They will not be marked as affiliates of the March Concord, so it won't arouse anyone's suspicions.
So long as they are able to move on Stavarios during the assault to off their abjuration, that would be a fine plan. But it depends on how quickly they come to the north.
They've been sailing for some time now. I asked them to arrive and make preparations. It would be no trouble to ask them to divert some of their detachment.
Excellent.
And the dwarves of Tharsis well, they're all itching for battle, so...
Perhaps lend us a contingent of inquisitors as we head to the Shadow Lodge.
Of course.
I have a few others in our service while we... Yes. We have the airship we should make use of it.
Very well. I shall wait a week for the Shurian sailors to arrive, make sure all the plans are drawn up, the garrison's mustered, and then we will begin this action. If you would like to depart now to Shadow March, you are more than welcome to, but if you would like to, I will give you independence on this operation. You have gone above and beyond my expectations on every step that I have given you independence. The lot of you.
Claw kind of like motions to like the top left corner of the map, the little island, just above the capital.
This is Shadow March. We usually call it Shadowfuck Island.
Hmm. Is that Claw's Island of...
Not exactly.
It's not Blood Island?
It's complicated. It is Blood Island, though.
Okay.
It's
Gotcha,
just not like that clear cut.
Yeah.
Matt,
Mhm.
how many tiles can we move a day in the airship?
Your airship moves. Goddamn, wrong one. Moves 216 miles per day.
So that's like 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so we can move like 16 times 2 is 420.
Hey, Limo.
At some point, these are going to converge, these numbers. 216 times 5 is 1080.
I made something, I don't know how I did it. Get rid of it.
God damn it.
Thank you.
It 860.
Amir accidentally doodles on the map with some like dust. Sorry,
Alright.
sorry.
Call it about 800 miles in 4 days. But 16 doesn't help much.
It is also worth noting, Chipper has been to Shadow March.
Yes, but
But didn't we make it clear that you can't teleport there?
It would be difficult.
But not impossible.
Nothing is impossible for Chipper except friendly fire.
Could Chipper use claws like a conduit to help get there?
That was actually exactly what I was going to suggest. So you had the same idea as me.
we can travel essentially, like, this more or less matches up. It's 9 hexes in 6 days. 216 times 6 is 1296, and 12 of these is 1280, so that's about it. So 9 hexes, 6 days. Okay. So from Shadow March, well, we're gonna have to go up. What am I gonna call it? Here, 800. Okay. 800 plus 448.
Yeah, let me pull up a calculator, I'll help you out.
Yeah, 4480. That's 5280. 800. 4480, and then from here is 1280, so another 1280.
That's 6560.
Divided by 216, 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
So, it would take us 30 days by airship, taking sort of a safe, long route to get there. So that's a full week left. And if we, were to take a trip inward, if we wanted to go anywhere else before everybody was inward, we could loop around another way. So, going in this way, for example, gives us, that helps shave off time. That's minus 60. And from there, 80. Hold on. Sorry. Hope for this. To 80 there. That's probably safe. This. Then from there. Here. 2400. And then down here is another 800. Okay. Divided by 216. That is somehow faster. Okay. So, I can't fully make this. I can't make it multi-step, can I? Can I, make the ruler pause?
You have to be moving a token to do that for some reason.
That's weird. But okay. I can't because we're paused.
Oh, yeah.
Was it shift? Space?
I think it's right click.
No.
Did I give you guys ownership?
I'll just move Rax token and have him sort of Godzilla around the map real quick.
Yeah, there you go.
I can't drag Rax token onto the map. Could you, make me Godzilla real quick? Thanks. Then right click. Nope, space. Okay. Nope.
Hey,
not
Rack,
what I wanted.
Rack, where'd you go?
Shift? God damn it. Why won't this
No, that's right. It is right click.
Well, I'm right-clicking my mouse, and it's not, like, pausing.
This kaiju fight's real weird.
Oh, either way.
Okay. Look, if we go here... Fuck, now move. Right, if we go here, then here... Bam. Maybe a little further up. Bam. That only takes 28 days.
68, 80 miles.
It is a total of 6240. It's one back, but I didn't do it exactly the way I measured it the first time. But that is 6,240 miles. Okay, there you go. Yeah. Oh. I even had it up a little more so that we were further away from Isildur on our approach.
Yeah, I trust your math.
Okay. That's wild of you, but thank you. That would be 28, 29 days. And that would give us an extra 7 days. And that would allow for a pit stop Frack would like to make. If anyone else has any pit stops, we have room for that. We have like 7 days of what, bud?
What? No, we just got out of there.
What? I almost cleared my throat. What's that?
Does anyone have any pit stops we'd like to make before?
Sorry, no, I was not listening. When are we going back to the Grove?
Okay, I'm gonna say it a third time, and you're gonna listen this time.
I was listening the whole time.
Okay,
We're all
cool.
good.
Claw, Wick, Cirrus, Wick, Chipper. Any pit stops we'd like to make before war?
Seriously, you could be really funny right now.
I can't think of any like objects or supplies that I need. But if we're going to Shadow March, we might want to do that thing we were talking about.
Yes, that is true. That would be good
Because that
beforehand.
place was bad mentally for everyone, but
It sure
especially
was.
me.
Absolutely. That does
Also-
not require a particular place necessarily, but it does require time, so fair.
I would like to ask before we go to Shadow March, that spell map you might become helpful in Shadow March. Is that usable yet, or are we still contemplating its?
I've been busy with labor stuff. I will check it
No,
out.
that's
Since I'm
totally
off tomorrow, I will get back to you before tomorrow
Okay.
night.
But the spell would have been made in the grove.
Yeah.
Yes, this is very funny, Cirrus. The spell would have made in the grove, so it's retroactive, so it's not a pit stop. Are there any pit stops?
I was just asking questions. I just
Fair.
wanted
It's an
to know.
important thing. You wanted to know it. Still, any pit stops?
Not that I know of.
Cool. Good. Chipper.
And that I would like to prepare the ingredients for the spell, even though it may not be usable yet.
Yeah,
Not
it'll be useful.
A pit stop.
Yeah.
We do that in town. Is there a town you want to go to
Oh, okay.
before we go to war? I'm gonna take that as a no.
No.
Cool. Cirrus and Emer. Another shot to say Somerset Grove, and if that's the case, it'll be interpreted as a no as far as pit stops are concerned.
Is there anything to gain from the southern island with that lady that was really strong?
Way too far.
Yeah,
Way
no
too
point.
far. Months,
Um,
that would be.
Somerset Grove?
Very funny. Cirrus. Somerset Grove, no. Got it. Okay. So Brack has a pit stop he'd like to do, and it somehow takes less time. I don't fucking understand how. And Wick has a side quest to do that has no particular place it needs to happen at.
Yeah, we just need a minute.
Okay. I don't know why that was so difficult.
What?
Because everybody's sick and logistics always suck.
I am also.
Yeah.
Don't stress, bud. You should just do some Somerset Grove about it.
Is literally everyone sick right now? Is that what I'm hearing?
Not me.
Oh, I'm good.
I am
Come
a little
on.
tired because I've been trying my best to binge 16 FF16 at the moment, so that's
Seriously?
probably why I'm a little out.
Seriously,
Gaming
you
is
have
sickness.
thickness, yeah.
Okay,
Sniffly
yeah.
because it's cold, that's it.
Okay.
And Chipper is obviously very ill, and all
Right.
of us.
So it's just me, you, and Nikki. But that means we have a week before we need to start moving.
To the grove, yeah.
Okay.
Shut up.
Wick said okay.
I was
Is it
saying
okay?
okay to Rich.
I know.
Very funny. It's very funny every time.
Thank you. Sorry, go on.
So we have a week before we need to mobilize, where we can gather shit, check out Wick's stuff, and then we're gonna move off from Björkton. And Vrak wants to visit Kravokios before war.
Absolutely. So, you guys see yourselves off from Drelzar, who's back just face deep in his paperwork, making your way over towards the airship where it was docked here. But there is something sitting by the kind of guide rope that climbs up to it. It is a small, kind of pearlescent sphere with, just looks to be sitting there. You can almost make out the kind of like print of some wings along the side.
What now?
It's maybe about the size of like a baseball. Actually, no, it's probably closer to like soccer ball size. But it's just sitting there by the guide rope that leads up to the airship.
I'll take one for the team. Whoop. That button was not a button I wanted to hit. Anything that perception check reveals up close?
You get up on it, and it looks like it has like a little seam on the center of it that, as you get closer to kind of poke around at it, it's an eye. It's closed right now, but this ball with wings has an eye.
It's a fucking eye?
What?
Hold on. It's a fucking eye?
Oh, it's an eye with wings.
Yeah.
I think this is for me.
Oh, cool. And, can I do this? Can I pick up Wick's hand and just teleport with him?
No.
Just to, like, leave him there? No? Okay.
We've seen this before, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wick will approach what I am sure is a Modron.
It is, in fact, the Modron, as it blinks awake a single kind of greenish pink eye that kind of adjusts, cycles in and out like it's a camera shutter, stares at you for a second before
What the fuck is...
its mouth opens and a tuning fork extends.
Serious? What do I have to pay you? Name your price. Can you make me a familiar, an emissary of myself, so I can be in the grove and just... Yeah.
Wordlessly, Wick will take the tuning fork, give the Modron a nod, and put it into, like, one of his pouches or something.
And seemingly instantly, it disintegrates. The Modron does.
What the fuck?
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I am a little worried.
It's just a message for me.
You
Pray
seem
tell,
very
would you like to
cavalier
share?
about this.
I believe it's an invitation.
Two.
To Mechanus.
Do you need to get an appointment for your eyes?
No, my eyes are, I believe, better than they have ever been.
Because of the eye. No, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Nope. Nope. Forget it.
Well, we have some time. Would you like to heed the call?
I'll need Chipper for this, and she's, I believe, recovering from her Herculean academic efforts performed in the Grove.
No, Chipper's fine. Nikki's just sick, but go
I'm
for it.
giving you an out.
No,
He doesn't
no,
get you
I don't want to.
Chipper didn't sleep for several
I
days.
want to be here to be a part of the RP. I'd be in bed asleep. I want to participate.
Well, yeah, Wick will kind of give Chipper a look and like waggle it in his hand, and be like, "Hey, yeah."
I don't think Chipper even knows plane shift.
I don't.
She
That's
doesn't,
why
but we had a whole conversation about it, among other things.
I was not there for that. No one else was, but I was
No
not there
one-
for that.
Yeah, right.
What?
So, Chipper doesn't know plane shift. Sirius could know plane shift tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because he's a sorcerer. They can swap one spell per day.
Yep.
But Chipper does know another wizard who knows plane shift.
I do.
Well,
That's true.
We were going to have to travel there to refurbish the core components of the airship anyway. What do you all say we get that out of the way?
Would we be taking the airship to Mechanus, or simply retrieving its components and bringing them back here?
We need a planar gear. The one that currently serves as its core has a somewhat limited half-life.
Yes, that did not answer my question. Would we be bringing the entire airship to Mechanus?
I don't believe that's necessary.
Good.
It's also
While
not
we're
even
away.
possible with the mechanics of
Can
plane
I-
shift.
Can I grab a quick recap? Wasn't Mechanus one of the bargaining points that we were giving to the Grove to say, what happened to Mechanus? Oh, you don't know what happened to Mechanus? I don't know what happened to Mechanus. I'm not realizing.
It was a plane of elemental order that got blown the fuck up by Atropus. It is also where Rick's race is from.
I see. So you're wanting to go to Mechanus.
Yes. It
But
has
it's
some
been
remnants
blown the fuck up.
remaining
I see, okay.
out there in the plane state.
We're talking
I've
about
been attempting to make contact with it.
I see. Thank you.
how long have you been attempting to make contact with it?
A while. I mean, Chipper cast contact other plane, and he talked to a thing from there.
Yeah.
We're all
yeah,
there.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, and to be fair, Sirius also attempted and then got fucking, you know,
You're right. Now I
kicked,
remember.
kicked in the nuts twice.
Yeah, no, that.
Yeah, no, this isn't necessarily news to you guys.
Yeah. You're right.
It's just been a while.
Yeah, it's been a lot going on.
The Oberon stuff overshadowed it in my memory.
Right, yeah.
Well, if the High Ornamentor was willing to activate this for us, we could do that. That would be quite good. I would like 3 hours in order to see Lemalios, see my friends in Lemalios once more, but if not tomorrow, we can do it within 3 to 4 hours. Would that be very well?
We will have preparations to make regardless. So.
Would 4 hours or 1 day be best?
Let's give it a day.
Very well. Then I will be in Lamalios. Those who wish can come with, of course. We can convene and head to Mechanus on the morrow.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
We have roughly a week's time before we must begin our journey. Let us make good use of it. It's quite good to be back home.
And so,
Calm.
as you all gather yourselves to head to Lamalios or to gather your materials, Wick, you hear a brief kind of beep in the back of your mind, and Lathiar speaks.
I have that sound. Go on.
Candlewick,
Yes?
this key is not attuned to Mechanus.
The beep sound.
What is it attuned to?
I do not know. But it is familiar.
But to you.
Yes. Is this feeling curiosity?
I couldn't say.
Understood.
But it'd be attuned to the plane of the Kithia.
The Kithians were denizens solely of Herat.
But they escaped.
To the Astral Sea. This is not to the Astral Sea.
Well, this is yet another mystery we'll have to solve.
I believe I am looking forward to it.
I hope it is as edifying as you hope.
And with that, I think we're gonna go ahead and end there for the night. I plan to go longer, but enough of us are in the fucking dumpster that we'll just call it early.
We're all in that red hell.
Yeah, I'm
We're-
kind of zooted.
Skill issue.
Okay.
And so, we'll be back next week, and yet another new plane.
Oh boy.
Boy,
Quite possibly one of the last ones.
Out of the frying plane into the fire. Plane.
Hopefully not. That'd be awkward.
I mean,
Yeah.
calculate the trajectory of these planes.
By the way, should Wick just told us like, hey, actually this is not to Mechanus? We don't know where this goes.
They'll let us know later.
yeah, he'll
okay.
tell Chipper at least, because this is. And I'm sure she'll go fucking apeshit and be like,
Anyway,
wait to put this in my thesis.
we'll be back
Why
next
do you
week.
think Chipper is some sort of
Why do you
degenerate?
It's not degenerate, she's just an academic.
thesis?
I'm gonna break the components of this book down after I read it and huff the ink.
She's a book goblin.
Anyway, see you next week.